Fellas, let's cut straight to it. Not every woman is built for loyalty. And if you're not paying attention, another man could have your woman in his bed without you even realizing it. The signs are always there. She'll show you in the way she acts, the way she moves, and the way she treats you. The problem is, too many men ignore the red flags because they're blinded by love, lust, or comfort. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 signs another man can easily sleep with your woman. And if you recognize these signs, you've got 2 choices: face the truth and act, or ignore it and pay the price later. Let's get into it. Sign 1, she constantly seeks male attention online. In today's world, loyalty is not only tested in real life, it's tested online. A woman who craves likes, comments, and DMs from random men is already emotionally stepping outside the relationship. If her self-worth is tied to constant validation from strangers, it's only a matter of time before one of those men slides into her life in a deeper way. She may say it's just social media or it's harmless fun, but it's not harmless. Every picture she posts with an intention to attract male attention, every late-night conversation she entertains, every heart emoji she sends back is a small step toward infidelity. Here's the truth. A woman who values you and the relationship you built doesn't put herself in a position where other men can test her loyalty daily. If she's constantly fishing for attention, another man can and will take the bait. Sign number 2, she guards her phone like a secret vault. Pay attention to how she treats her phone. Does she flip it over when you walk into the room? Does she suddenly become defensive when you ask an innocent question about who texted her? Does she keep it locked, face down and glued to her side 24/7? Understand this, people who have nothing to hide, hide nothing. A woman who is loyal doesn't live in fear of her partner seeing her messages, because she knows she has nothing to feel guilty about. But a woman who is emotionally or physically involved with another man will treat her phone like it's a second life the moment she starts protecting her phone more than she protects the relationship. You already know, another man has her attention, and if he doesn't already have her in his bed, he's on his way there. Sign number 3, she disrespects your boundaries. Respect is the backbone of any real relationship. Without it, love doesn't matter. Loyalty doesn't exist, and trust is just an illusion. A woman who constantly disrespects your boundaries is a woman preparing you for betrayal. Boundaries aren't about controlling her, they're about protecting the relationship and setting standards for respect. But when she dismisses those standards, mocks them, or acts like they don't matter, she's telling you that your voice has no weight in her life. Think about it. If you ask her not to entertain late-night texts from men and she laughs it off, calls you insecure, and keeps doing it anyway, that's not independence. That's disrespect. If you've told her that clubbing every weekend with single friends makes you uncomfortable, but she insists, I'm grown, I can do what I want, that's not freedom. That's rebellion against the relationship. And rebellion always ends in destruction. Here's the hard truth. When a woman doesn't respect your boundaries, she's training herself to cross bigger lines later. Today it's staying out late. Tomorrow it's hiding messages. And eventually it becomes full-blown betrayal. A woman who values the relationship will protect it, not put it at risk. She'll consider your concerns, honor your leadership, and build trust by showing you that your voice matters. But a woman who repeatedly crosses lines and makes you feel guilty for calling it out is already halfway gone. She doesn't see you as a man to respect, she sees you as a man to challenge. And no matter how much love you give her, she'll keep pushing until she finds a man who doesn't bother setting boundaries at all. By then, you won't just have lost respect, you'll have lost her completely. Sign number 4, she has no emotional discipline. One of the most dangerous qualities in a woman is a lack of emotional discipline. Why? Because a woman who can't control her emotions can't control her actions. She lives in the moment, driven by feelings, impulses and mood swings, with no anchor to values or loyalty. That kind of woman is unpredictable, and unpredictability is poison to commitment. When she's happy, she's loyal. When she's angry, she's reckless. When she's lonely, she's vulnerable to attention from other men. She doesn't think about the future, the damage to the relationship, or the trust being broken. She only thinks about what she feels right now. And when right now is stronger than her principles, betrayal becomes inevitable. Picture this: she gets into a fight with you, storms out, and instead of calming down, she texts another guy for comfort. She feels guilty later, but in the moment, her lack of control overrides everything else. Or she goes out with her friends, drinks too much, and because she has no discipline, she justifies dancing too close, flirting, or worse, cheating. And the excuse is always the same: I wasn't thinking, it just happened, or I was in my feelings. But here's the truth: it never just happens. It happens because she has no self-control. A disciplined woman knows that feelings pass, but choices last. She knows how to regulate her emotions, control her urges, and stay loyal even when temptation shows up. That's maturity. That's commitment. If she doesn't have emotional discipline, you'll spend your life cleaning up her chaos. You'll live in constant fear, wondering what she might do the next time she's upset, bored, or tempted. And eventually, another man won't even have to try hard. Her lack of control will lead her straight into his arms. Sign number 5, she craves validation more than stability. There's nothing more dangerous to a relationship than a woman addicted to validation, because no matter how much love, attention, and stability you provide, it will never be enough for her. She's like a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, she'll always need more. And when you can't keep up, she'll start searching elsewhere. A woman who craves validation thrives off outside attention. She posts pictures not for fun, but to bait compliments. She dresses not for herself, but to be noticed. She needs strangers in her DMs, co-workers telling her she looks good, or random men boosting her ego. Without it, she feels invisible. And here's the danger: validation is the currency of temptation. The man who feeds her craving at the right time will always have influence over her. That's why you see women with loyal, hard-working men leave for guys who offer nothing but words. Because to her, those words feel like oxygen. She's not loyal to stability, to the home you've built, or the sacrifices you've made. She's loyal to the feeling of being wanted in the moment. And that's a dangerous addiction. Understand this: women like this don't just cheat with men better than you. They cheat with men who simply make them feel special. A compliment here, a little attention there, and suddenly she's risking her entire relationship for a few seconds of validation. That's not love, that's weakness disguised as desire. The truth is, a woman who values validation more than stability is never truly yours. She belongs to whoever gives her the attention she craves most at that moment. And if you marry her, you'll spend your life competing with the outside world for her loyalty. And eventually, you'll lose. The harsh reality. Men, I need you to hear this clearly. If your woman shows these signs, another man can have her in his bed if he hasn't already. And it's not about controlling her, spying on her, or begging her to stay loyal. It's about recognizing whether she has the character and values to be faithful. Because no matter how much you love her, you cannot make an undisciplined, attention-hungry, disrespectful woman loyal. That's her choice. And if she doesn't choose it, you'll be the one paying the price. The solution. So what's the move? It's simple. Don't waste your time on women who show these signs. Don't try to change them. Don't think you're the exception. Instead, focus on becoming the type of man who attracts loyalty, respect, and commitment. That's exactly why I wrote the Alpha Blueprint. It's not just a book, it's a guide to becoming a man of purpose, discipline, and power. When you walk in your masculine strength, you'll naturally filter out the women who don't deserve your energy. And you'll attract the ones who value your leadership, your presence, and your vision. Gentlemen, remember this: love should never make you blind. Pay attention to the signs. Protect your time, your energy, and your future. The wrong woman will drain everything you've built, but the right one will multiply it. If you're ready to level up, to stop tolerating disrespect, and to become the man women don't want to lose, pick up a copy of the Alpha Blueprint today. Save this video, share it with a brother, and follow for more truths that every man needs to hear. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about who you love, it's about whether the woman you choose is truly capable of loving you back.